Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Garden Rink here at the RMU Sports Complex. I'm Caden McCrory alongside Alex Gain. Tonight, we're bringing you Tier 2 roller hockey co-ed between the Duquesne Dukes and your Robert Morris University Colonials. A lot of familiar names on this RMU roster we've seen so far.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a pretty similar lineup to the one they brought in against Penn State Altoona a couple weeks ago. And this should be a fun one. Both of these teams coming off of massive wins to start the season. RMU with an 11-3 win to open their one against Penn State, and Duquesne's season opener last week also against Penn State was a 13-5 victory. So both of these teams really know how to light up the scoreboard, so we should really be in for a show here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. One name I want to highlight is Parker Rutherford. Might be a name you guys have heard before. Division I goaltender out here playing forward.
Yeah, it's there's going to be a couple of those sort of positional changes you'll see out here tonight. We also have D3 Ice Hockey's Tyler Weekly out here, but he is playing his natural position of forward, but is also along with the forward changes. One of the veterans of this team, Sean Mullen, who traditionally is one of their shutdown D-men, he'll also be playing up tonight due to a couple people not being here, so a couple of familiar names in new places, as they say, for this contest here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking through Duquesne's roster, this seems to be the team of brothers. We got Alex and Ian Mooney, John and Mike Radnovic, and Ben and Colin Schmierski.
Yeah, a lot of repeating names on there. We'll do the best we can. We'll see if this is going to make sense for the broadcast, because obviously some of these jersey numbers may not be the most accurate, but we are going to give it our best shot here. For those not familiar with this league, the way they operate, it'll be 3 15-minute periods, rolling clock. So the clock's not going to really stop for anything unless it's like a 2-goal game with 5 minutes or less to play in the third period. Then they'll start stopping the clock. But other than that, that clock's just going to keep running. So this game's going to be over in a hurry.
Oh, absolutely. Also, for those of you who do not know, there is no offsides in inline hockey as well. So that means you can have a guy sitting in front of the net cherry picking, or as we were told before the game, talking to the netminder during a penalty kill.
Oh, absolutely. You know, a lot of different strategies could unfold here that you do not see in a traditional ice hockey or even roller hockey game for that matter. I have a feeling we're going to see some very interesting play out here tonight, particularly in long stretch passes going from the D zone all the way up toward the net, trying to make something happen. Because you can really get down the rink in a hurry on these roller skates, but it would be much harder to stop and turn around, so there's going to probably be a lot of odd man rushes going both ways tonight.
Looking at our goaltending matchup, over on the Duquesne side, Randy Rusnak, number 13, will be in net for them. And for your Colonials, Jeffrey Fiola wearing number 85 in the net.
Yeah, Fiola looked pretty sharp against Penn State Altoona. Only 3 goals allowed, and none of which was in the first period of that game. His second period was a little shaky, but honestly, I think it was mainly because when the Colonials at that point in the game were up like 8-1 or so, you know, it's easy to take your foot off the gas and start allowing chances that you really shouldn't. But with the margin of victory both of these teams had to start the season, you got to imagine neither team's going to let up at any point in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. What's sure to be an amazing matchup between two close rival teams in Duquesne and RMU. Getting ready here momentarily as the referees grabbing some pucks from the RMU bench. Our expected starting lineup is Ross LoCastro going to be centering Parker Rutherford on his wing. And also we're going to have Alex Bescinski paired up with possibly Sean Mullen on that first D pair.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Mullen was saying before the game he might be doing a bit of both forward and D, so we'll see exactly where they line him up. But Savitsky's a real stable influence on this back end for this RMU team. At least he was for the first game of the season here.
Referee seems ready to go. We just got to wait for both sides to get in position here. RMU finishing up their final talks. Duquesne heading to their respective side. Looks like we have number 55, Connor Kelly, out there on defense. And we also have a blue helmet, number 72, Mike Radnovic. And at center, we're going to have number 12, Alex Hurt, going up against Ross LoCastro.
Bit of a height difference there for this opening face-off. Looks like the one could put him up on the shoulders, but, you know, the beauty of the game of hockey is height is only really important when you're going for those 50-50 pucks. Other than that, it's all about speed and finesse, baby, especially in roller hockey.
Ethan Grant is replacing Mullen on that first D pairing. LoCastro loses that draw. RMU is going to go forward with that. Rutherford has it now. Can't take that one. Number 55 for Duquesne takes that around his own zone. He's coming up with a head of steam. Working his way through the line. Shot, good save there. Rebound picked up. Good job there by Alex Savitsky. Now for the breakout pass for LoCastro. chips it forward. Duquesne reads that one perfectly, and RMU has to reset. Bescinski can't hold on to that one. Duquesne has it now. Mike Radnovic. Radnovic to his forehand. Goes around in front. Good block there by Ethan Grant. Now the other way come the Colonials. Drop pass picked up by LeCastro. LeCastro shot sails wide out of play.
And already in the first 40 seconds or so here, RMU's defensive end much more tested than they were a couple weeks ago against Penn State Altoona. A couple chances early for the Duquesne Dukes. We'll have to see if RMU can respond here with this offensive zone draw.
Same unit stays out there. Duquesne's going to win this draw. Picked up and they go through. He has a chance. Here's Radnovic. Radnovic, heavy pressure there. RMU's going to steal it and head the other way. They got numbers. Rutherford with time. Makes a little move. Can't through good guy, and Duquesne's going to pick it up. Now number 12 is going to come the other way. Hurt. To Kelly. Shot. Good block there.
Really nice block from Ethan Grant, getting into the shooting lane on that odd man rush.
RMU into the zone. That's Bescinski. Tries to go over for Rutherford. Hands that one down. Shot and saved by the netminder Rusnak.
What a cheeky play there from Parker Rutherford to get a hand on the puck, pass it basically to himself, and get a shot off. What an even better save by the Duquesne netminder in tight to keep this game 0-0 through the first 2 minutes of play.
Second unit comes out now. Tyler Weekly, the D3 star, taking the draw for this one. Weekly wins that one cleanly back. Going down to the ground is number 29, Caleb Morgan. Morgan down low, battling. Goes behind the net and picked up by the Dukes. Weekly has a stick in front there. Puck's loose. Can they get there? Weekly with hard pressure. Man takes a tumble, and Weekly's going to pick it up. With time, heads back to the point. Picked up by Hayes. Hayes throws that one deep for Morgan. Can't hit on that pass. Up the boards they try to go, and it's a 2-on-1 if they hurry for Duquesne the other way. Wisely taken away by Tyler Weekly with the good stick. Behind the net goes Shane Yobi to reset for the Colonials.
Yeah, you were saying they're going to have the odd man rush if they could hurry. The problem is they tried hurrying too much and couldn't collect the puck, and that ended up costing them big time.
Yobi takes it himself. Yobi forehand, backhand shot, sails over the net. What an A-plus opportunity from the defender. Now the other way come the Dukes off that missed chance. Weekly, good job putting the stick on there as he takes a tumble along the boards. Now he's going to pick up a loose puck. Tyler Weekly with the shot, he scores! Tyler Weekly, just like we were used to seeing in the D3 games, buries one home to make it 1-0.
Absolutely. First goal of the game to Tyler Weekly. He made a great play right at center ice to poke that away to stop the odd man rush for Duquesne. Generated his own one-on-one chance and then just rifles at 5-hole on the Duquesne netminder. 1-0 RMU.
As mentioned, Sean Mullen, he is playing center on that draw and wearing number 81. Duquesne has the puck. Shot there. What a block that was by Shane Yobi. Looks like he had the goaltender beat, but Yobi with the good stick knocks it away.
Yeah.
Now along the boards. Yobi.
RMU also very lucky that didn't get caught up on the far side post there from the Duquesne guy trailing.
Absolutely. I think that was Radnovic, number 72, who put a little inside move on, but that stick was there just in time, and Fiola made it look easy.
Absolutely.
Back
Defense.
on the draw. Sean Mullen tied up. The Colonials now trying to go the other way. Mullen plays it back. Picked up now by Michael Hayes behind his own cage and looks to get a good breakout going. Hayes up the left wing boards right in front of us. Going to take it himself. Tries to chip it in, but Duquesne has a chance now. Duquesne shot. Another good block by Yobi. Yobi makes one man miss. He's going to take it. Number 21, Philip Bescinski, was there for the pass.
Yeah, Bescinski just couldn't quite get around there to get the stick on the puck. And now here comes Duquesne the other way.
Radnovic hits across for the other Radnovic. John, that is. Radnovic tries to go around behind his own cage. Radnovic shot taken away there by the stick of Mullen.
You can tell that's the natural defender in him. I know he's playing forward right now, but that was a very defensive instinct there from Sean Mullen to take away that wraparound chance.
What a nasty little move right there by Ethan Grant. Made somebody waste. He scores!
I think Sean Mullen either got a stick on it or took away the eyes of the goalie there, and just like that, it's 2-0. It looks like there might be crediting it to Ethan Grant, and if that's the case, to make that move and then score that goal, just a truly sensational play.
Beautiful goal. We're going to say it is going to Ethan Grant, as you mentioned. Great job, though, by Sean Mullen right in front of the net. If he did deflect it or if it was just a screen, the goalie had no chance.
Absolutely, because either way, it was a contribution that made that puck get into the back of the net. So maybe what they call the, I forget what they call it, the Daryl Boyce assist, where you don't get credited for the assist, but, you know, you wouldn't have scored without that sort of effort.
Radnovic had a good chance there, but it seems like the goalie Fiola had other things to say about that one.
Yeah, he made sure he got that pad down and took away anything low. Both of the goals for the Colonials so far this evening have been shot low, so it's not a surprise that they are making sure not to let anything get too close down low there, because it is hard to get down when you're on roller skates.
LeCastro, the center tries to walk him, but Parker Rutherford's going to pick that up, and LeCastro's with him. They got people going the other way. LeCastro to the left dot. Throws it across for Rutherford. Rutherford shot. Good save by the netminder, Rusnik.
That was a really nice pass from LeCastro to even generate that opportunity.
Through traffic right on the stick of Rutherford. Can't ask for a better opportunity right there. Now the Dukes behind the Colonial cage. Picked up by Hurst. Hurst looking in front, shot, and it sails just wide. I thought that was in for a second.
I did too, and I think the goaltender thought it was too. Everyone took a breath for a second when they realized that had just slid wide.
Grant, drop pass. Tried to go for Savinsky, and that one's going to hit the netting out of play.
Yeah, that was getting pretty close to us. I guess we would have had to rely on Emily, our camera person today, to save us in case that one came near us, because we were definitely looking down at the rink, not up at the puck back there.
Definitely not. As the puck makes its way back into the playing field thanks to a spectator in the stands, and we're going to reset at center ice.
Yeah, we're about halfway through the first here. RMU is up 2-0.
LeCastro tries to walk it through. He's going to take himself off the boards and retreat back into his defensive zone. For an outlet pass to Shane Yobi. Yobi's going to take it himself. Trying to work through the middle with one hand on the stick. Tried to make the extra move. Couldn't pull it off. Battling down low. Yobi tries to go low. Hits off the state of a Duke defender. But LeCastro throws it back into play. Rutherford goes wide. Tries to find Hayes. Hayes sends it around. Picked up now by Yobi. Down low, the Dukes try to set something up. What a great play that was by Parker Rutherford. Nice little dangle move. Rutherford on his backhand now. Throws it in front. Hayes. Shot blocked. And that will come the Dukes the other way off of number 19, Mike Antle. Leaves it back for a trailing defender, and the Dukes try to get something going here. Shot sails wide. Now the Colonials pick it up. Michael Hayes. Chip move right around the defender. Good stick by number 55, Connor Kelly, to try to poke that one away. And now the Duquesne has a chance the other way. Shot right off the mask of the netminder, Fiola.
Gutsy save there. Being a bit of a wreck goalie myself, I know what that feels like, catching a puck right off the mask. It is not pleasant.
Kelly's shot fivefold denied by Fiola. Behind the net now. Good little dangle move. RMU coming down the other way. Shane Yobi already has one tonight. He's been looking good so far. Turnover. And now number 17, Mike Radnovic on a breakaway. Forehand shot right under the bar, and they score.
A really, really nice shot there on the breakaway. RMU just getting a little too aggressive trying to keep that puck in. Opened up Radnovic on the breakaway. Not much Fiola can do there when that puck goes top shelf like that.
2-1, cuts the lead in half, about 5.5 to play. Radnovic cuts it down. Weekly wins that draw, cleanly back for the Colonials. Chip pass by Alex Savinsky into the zone. Radnovic's going to pick it up and try to do it again. He has two man to beat. Makes a move around one side, and Alex Savinsky says otherwise. Weekly tried to make a move through a man, but leaves it off for Alex Savinsky. Savinsky walks it in. On his forehand, tries to go for Weekly on his backhand. Stuck in his skates now. Turnover the other way, and Duquesne has three coming. John Radnovic Tries to go across. Good play there by the RMU defender. Take that one away.
Really nice little play on the 2-on-1 from Ethan Grant there.
Loose stick down. The goalie's just going to cover that wisely. I believe that was Bescinski, whose stick went flying right past the goal crease.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to take a second and go back to Ethan Grant 2-on-1 denial. Typically, they tell you to play the pass, and I think he tried playing the pass but really forced him to make a move, and when he didn't have time for it because he took away the time and space, Grant was able to swat that away and prevent a really dangerous scoring chance there from Duquesne.
Defense is offense, and Grant already has a goal and really good at, we should call it an assist, really, for not letting that one go in on his netminder.
Yeah, really.
Back to the point, and number 94, Smirsky, couldn't hold on to that. Now hard on the attack is Caleb Morgan. That second unit out with Tyler Weekly offensively. Shot sails into the netting from Smirsky.
You really put a lot of force behind that one, but the problem is when you put that much power under it, it is really hard to keep that puck down toward the net, and he just launched that up into the netting.
Weekly on the draw. The left-handed centerman wins it cleanly back. Bescinski pins it up against the boards. Tries to go for the outlet pass to Weekly. Stuck in his skates, but Savinski's going to go chase this one down. Weekly helping back defensively. Now picked up by Ethan Grant. Grant time goes to Weekly. Weekly's going to take it himself. Shovels it across, tries to go for the stick of Savinski and bounces off. Grant keeps it in, nice little move. Goes towards the center. Retreats back to the blue line. Tries to go wide, intercepted by Duquesne. Now the other way, hits off a Duquesne player going the other way and picked up by Weekly now. Weekly strong on his stick. Tries to go across, hits off the pad.
Wow.
A-plus opportunity by Ethan Grant yet again.
Yeah, he almost got number 2 right there, and I think, honestly, if the Duquesne netminder was square to that puck, I don't even know if he would have got it. He kind of got lucky where his trailing leg just happened to be in the way of that shot, because that probably would have been going 5-hole had he moved over to block that puck the traditional sense.
RMU wins the draw, and Yobi's going to pick that one up. He's out there with Michael Hayes. Hayes and Yobi now playing catch. Under 2.5 now to go in period 1, 2-1 Colonials. Yobi takes it around the net. Tries to look for someone in front, blocked off a Duquesne defender. Yobi again, back to the point for Hayes. Hayes is going to walk it in. Shot! And saved by the netminder Rusnik.
Yeah, he's looked pretty sharp now after those couple of 5-hole goals early. He's really locked it down for the Dukes on the back end there. And now we've really got ourselves a game here toward the end of the first period.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go on the draw. That's unit out there with number 81, Sean Mullen on the draw. Behind the net are the Dukes, trying to get something going to tie this one up before the period's end. That's number 55, Kelly. Kelly on his backhand, around the net. Looks for somewhere to go, retreats back. Radnovic, shot from the point, sails just wide. Kelly.
Nice little play there from Duquesne to get that opportunity. Radnovic just sent it about, 2 inches wide of the far side post.
Kelly takes it all the way back and takes himself up. Kelly with time, goes around the face-off circle. Tries to go towards the middle, but he's met by 2 Colonials standing right there. Now Radnovic shovels it low. 2 guys hanging low for the Dukes. Wide open chance, and he missed that one.
Heartbreaking there if they don't capitalize.
Kelly's shot, good glove save by Fiola. Behind the net is Mullen. Back playing defense. Picked up now by 47 Hayes. Shuffles it up. Colonials have a chance the other way. Inside move, forehand shot, sails right over the net. What an A-plus opportunity that was.
Absolutely. After Duquesne had a 2-on-0 on the back end, essentially, when 2 Colonials took themselves out at the blue line, nothing going there for Duquesne, and then RMU back the other way with a chance of their own. Just couldn't quite capitalize either. So if either one of those teams could have buried it, this would be a very different game. But alas, we stay 2-1.
Shane Yobi, we talked about the defense pitching in a lot between him and Ethan Grant so far. LeCastro wins it forward. Rutherford's going to come back the other way. 27 seconds to go. Rutherford toe drag move, shuffles it off the post. Shovels in front of the net. Here comes Duquesne. 20 seconds now to go in period 1. Radnovic to Hurst. In front, tries to go across, missed wide. 12 seconds to go. LeCastro has a man trailing. That's Grant. Grant makes a move and takes a hit at the blue line. 5 seconds now as Duquesne looks like they're just going to kill off the rest of this period, maybe. And they will. After 1, RMU 2, Duquesne 1.
One thing to note, that this is technically a no-checking league. I'm going to assume the refs probably going to call that incidental contact, but they're going to keep an eye on plays like that throughout the rest of this game here.
Just recapping so far, Tyler Weekly had the first goal of the game for the Colonials, followed by Ethan Grant, and on the opposing side, Mike Radnovic to make it a 2-1 score so far.
We're going to go to a very brief intermission. And when I say brief, I mean I think they're going to be back in like a minute or two. So just so we can rest our voice for like 2 seconds here, we will be back in a second.
Back like we never left. We're here for period number 2. Same way we're starting this one with the LeCastro Rutherford line. The only line that seems to have not gotten the score sheet just yet, but the way they've been playing, I think they're due here any second now.
Yeah, absolutely. LeCastro and Rutherford have really made some chances happen. And like Ethan Grant is out there, and he did get the goal, but you know, from the forwards, they're probably looking for a goal here from either Ross LeCastro or Parker Rutherford.
Also out there is Mullen. So 4 highly skilled offensive players out here to try to enhance their lead. Back goes for Grant. He tried to glove that one down, calls his defense back as he retreats to go get this one in the defensive zone. Grant trailing through the center. Takes it himself, has a man on him, pushes him off. Goes around the net now. Looking for something to go. He's going to go back to the point to LeCastro. LeCastro slap shot sought. Good deflection in front by Rutherford, but sails wide. Now picked up by Mullen. Mullen through the center. Shot. Rebound. Rutherford right there. Sails past the net as Parker Rutherford looks to nail that one home. Now the Dukes the other way.
Quality opportunities there for the Colonials in front of the net, both from the shots, but then also Rutherford in front, whether it's screening or trying to get the rebounds. But nothing quite going yet.
The captain for the Dukes sends that one just wide over the net. That was Smirski. Not sure which one because there is 2 listed on our roster. But that kills off the first minute of play here, and a ton of chances already so far. LeCastro line staying out here. LeCastro wins that one back. Rutherford's going to try to take it himself. Through the skates, Duquesne's going to pick that one up. Radnovic with Smirski back in the defensive zone. LeCastro on the chase. Now Rutherford's going to join in. Good poke by Rutherford, and now it bounces back to the Duquesne zone. Radnovic playing catch now. Back to Smirski. Rutherford sitting in front of the net, as he's used to seeing from playing goalie. Good play by LeCastro, chips that one, puck bouncing. Rutherford's going to try to get that one. Hurst. But Rutherford's going to poke that one back for LeCastro to pick up. Back in the defensive zone, picked up by Mullen. Goes over for Grant. Grant tries to shovel through the middle for Rutherford, couldn't get it there, but Rutherford picks it up. Rutherford's shot sails wide.
A-plus opportunity there for Rutherford, just sent it wide of the post after stealing that puck away from the defenseman.
Savinsky now out there on the defense for Mullen. LeCastro through the middle, couldn't get it there. Savinsky from the point, slap shot goes wide. Rutherford in front, hits off the goalie's pad. Smirski's going to take it. He lost it for a second, but picks it back up. Has the whole left side to himself. Savinsky shots, hits off the shoulder, rebound in front, can't knock it down as the Duquesne Dukes.
Yeah, but Savinsky was able to knock that away out of the air and get that back behind the net to prevent a dangerous rebound chance.
Chance for Weekly, sails just past his stick. Weekly tries to put it in his feet, can't get it there. Puck in front, picked up by Grant. Grant shovels it across, tried to put that one with the baseball swing. Was the Colonials, and they couldn't put that one home. Back it goes. Duquesne's going to pick it up again. Caleb Morgan, who had the baseball swing there. That one's going to get shoveled on net and kept by Fiola. As we do get a whistle here, under 12 minutes to play.
Yep. The first 3 minutes are already gone to the second period. It's interesting watching games where the clock doesn't stop for stoppages, because you realize how quickly time is going away in this game. It doesn't feel like we've been out here all that long, and we're already nearing the halfway point of this one.
As Caleb Morgan's going to send that one into the benches. That's not going to cause a stoppage of play on the whistle, but we do have to go get the puck.
Yeah, that is a bit important. You can't really play the game without it. Or I guess you could, but it would be really boring. And also everyone would argue whether or not you actually scored.
It's pretend hockey at this point. Duquesne's going to win that draw. RMU's going to shovel it forward. Weekly on the chase now. Picked up by Duquesne. That's number 55, Kelly. Forehand, backhand, tries to make him around Weekly. Weekly's reading him like a book now. Behind the net's Kelly, looking for somewhere to go. Weekly taking away the lane, leaves it off for defender number 72, Mike Radnovic. Up the boards, Hurt. Good catch play with Kelly. Here they go the other way. Hurt on his backhand. Shovels it. Good takeaway there by the Colonials. Now a chance the other way. Morgan plays catch there with Weekly. To Morgan, off the stick as he and another Duquesne player collide. Good play by Weekly, though, to keep that one in. Shane Yobi was also in on the rush there.
Yeah, nice little back and forth there to generate an opportunity. Unfortunately for RMU, nothing really to show for it.
Kelly puts that one in front, sticked away by the netminder. Kelly picks up his own rebound. Tries to go through the middle, hits off his skate of Tyler Weekly. Now picked up by number 47, Hayes. Plays catch with his defensive partners. They go for the outlet pass. Duquesne's going to poke that one in. Shoveled in front. Good stick there by Michael Hayes to knock that away. Hayes going to take it himself. He has a man streaking. That's Morgan. Hayes throws it off the boards for Morgan to go get it. Now picked up by number 17, Yobi. Good little move there. Shovels it, but Duquesne has a 2-on-0 the other way. Leaved off for Hurt. Hurt, forehand, backhand move, goes 5-hole. And that was stopped. Wow, what a save that was by Fiola.
A big-time stop by Fiola there. I think he had an idea that they were going to try and go 5-hole on the breakaway because it looked like he was already ready to commit to go down as soon as possible because it almost looked like he beat the shooter to the punch as far as getting down to take away the bottom of the net. And it was a good thing that he did because that's exactly where that puck tried going.
A little forehand, backhand move usually gets you as a goaltender, but did not fool Fiola there. Shot from the point, saved by Fiola again.
Starting to look like a starfish out there. It looked like all four limbs were extended in different directions to make that stop.
Behind the net. Tried to go over the net like the Trevor Zegras goal, and they couldn't pull it off. Savinsky up the boards.
If we see a Trevor Zegras type goal right here, right now, tonight, I think I will just go to sleep tonight knowing that I will never witness anything greater in a game I ever broadcast.
Oh, if someone's going to do it, I think it would be number 81 right here, Sean Mullen. Maybe you can pull it off. We'll see if we can talk to him between the periods. Maybe get him to convince the Michigan goal, maybe?
Hey, I'll let you handle that one because I don't know how it's going to go. Here he comes now.
Mullen tries a toe drag. Can't get that one through, and now comes the other way. 3-4 Dukes now. Inside move in front, shoveled away. Picked up by the Colonials. Good little dangle move by Mullen, but picked up by the Dukes yet again. Number 19 throws it. Tries to go forward, trailing man, couldn't hit the stick.
Yeah, Smirski was just a step behind that one in order to get a stick on it.
Shoved in front again, loose, and it goes in. That was number 19, Mooney, that buried that one home.
And now we've got a tie game, just kind of a scramble in front of the net. RMU really wasn't able to get an eye on the puck to clear it away. The first person to find that one loose in the crease was the Duquesne forward. And just like that, we've got a tie game as we're basically at the midway point of this one.
I'm sorry, Mike Ansel had the goal. My mistake. There's two number 19s on the team. So that's my mistake right there. Jersey's a little bit confusing between both sides, but we try our best here.
Absolutely.
Savinsky carries it in. On his backhand, tries to go for Backsnick and could have hit his stick there. Savinsky shovels it low. Tried to go for Mullen. Mullen plays it back. Picked up by Radnovic, and here he comes the other way. Number 66, Radnovic throws it in front, knocked away by Fiola. Tied at 2, 7 minutes to play here between the Duquesne Dukes and the RMU Colonials. Savinsky now. Gonna carry it himself for Mullen. Mullen slap shot from the point, and it went in. What a shot by Sean Mullen right over the blocker's shoulder, and now it's 3-2.
What a laser from Sean Mullen. Goalie literally thought it was going to be the easy stop in the glove, and it looked like it almost hooked the Larry going in there. Just made a bit of a left right by over the blocker's side, and just like that, RMU takes the lead back 3-2.
Sports Center top 10 from Sean Mullen right there.
Yeah, we're going to have to submit that one. Make sure we'll have to clip that one when this one's all said and done. What a laser from Sean Mullen from the point.
Smirski looking to get this one back. Fiola lost an edge, but still made the save, and here they come the other way are the Colonials. Rutherford Through the middle, Rutherford shot in front as LaCastro lost an edge and went into the net.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's okay, though, fortunately. No real extracurriculars after the whistle, which is a good thing. Rutherford really tried holding up, trying to get the goalie to make a move. Couldn't quite get him to do it. He's not been afraid to shoot, though, today. You have to say that for Rutherford. He has been putting things on net, trying to get something to go.
If there's one person that knows how a goaltender thinks and what he's going to do, it's Parker Rutherford.
Yeah, generally, I don't know if the old expression goes this way, but it takes a goalie to know a goalie.
It's an expression now if it isn't.
It should be.
Parker Rutherford, there's your new Instagram bio.
There you go.
Behind the net, Yobi on his backhand. Shovels along behind the net. Has a guy trailed all over him, but now the Colonials are heading back the other way. That's Hayes. Hayes, shot wide, picked up by LaCastro. And where's the puck? It's behind the netminder. Rusnik covered up.
Wow, he stopped that one in between the legs. That's that old NHL animation, you know, where the goalie reaches behind to make sure it doesn't slide past him.
3-2, under 5 to play. Recent goal by Sean Mullen puts the Colonials ahead. First line back out here now.
Under 5 to play in the period.
We
still got one more,
period. That's right.
Still plenty of action to go in this one.
LaCastro wins it back to the defender, Shane Yobi. Plays it back to his point partner, Michael Hayes. Hayes in front, sails wide. He had Rutherford in front of the net. LaCastro, back to Yobi. Yobi, Hayes on the slot, hits off the post and covered up.
Parker Rutherford has done a really good job sitting in front of that net trying to take away the eyes, but Michael Hayes with a really nice opportunity there from Ovechkin's office. I really think that if he got a little more elevation on that puck, he might have had a chance, but it just kind of caught the base of the post and ricocheted up and into the netting.
So we're going to drop it at center ice since that one went out of play. Coach Joseph, if you are watching this, Parker Rutherford seems to be doing pretty good on offense. You want to give him a try here towards the end of the season.
Let's see, who do we got taking the face-off here? Is that Weekly?
It's Weekly.
Yeah.
Tyler Weekly's going to be taking the draw. We wait for this puck situation to get handled here.
He's been pretty good on the draws so far tonight. Looks like he's going up against the most recent goal scorer for Duquesne, unless that is the other 19. I know there's a couple of them.
That's Mike Ansel, the goal scorer, number 19.
Gotcha.
As Duquesne's heading the other way, Radnovic goes wide, has a trailing man. Good stick there by number 47, Hayes. Shot, covered up by the netminder, Fiola. As we'll get a stoppage of play here at 3:20.
Fiola's looked pretty sharp this period when they've given him time and space to kind of, give him some room. As we're saying hello to the referee here, you know, while it's always fun and games for stuff like this, you always got to make sure you're keeping an eye on the action. Don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, referee he deserves a little bit of screen time. He's done pretty good so far.
Absolutely. I've not disagreed with anything other than that maybe accidental check right at the end of the first, but I have a feeling that was more accidental contact than anything else.
Radnovic had a chance. Good stick away. Shot right there. And what a save by Fiola.
Another big-time stop from the RMU netminder.
Hayes takes it up himself. Yobi right there. Bouncing puck and stopped. What a chance that was. The goalie misplayed, and it was almost 4-2 Colonials.
Yeah, he had a little bit of trouble settling that one down, and if the net was maybe another 6 inches wider, that could have found its way into the back of it. But luckily for him, it was going just wide when he got his glove back on top of it.
Weekly on the draw, the left-handed shot centerman. Wins it forward to himself. Caught in his skate. Now Duquesne goes the other way. That's Antonal. Makes a little move at the line. Looks for somewhere to go. He's going to toe drag this one across the right circle. Left off for Morgan. Morgan loses an edge there and almost falls in the boards but caught himself. Now it's Kelly, number 55 for the Dukes behind the net. On his backhand, working along the boards. Goes through the middle. Good stick by Weekly. He's going to go the other way. Weekly and Morgan on a 2-on-1. Weekly to Morgan. Morgan, shot. He tried to go 5-0, but saved by Rusnik.
Yeah, Rusnik was already down covering the bottom of the net when that shot went off. Nice effort, though, from Weekly to get it over to Morgan to get the shot off attempt in the first place, especially with the defender hanging on his back. But that kind of prevented them from getting any real power behind the shot.
Shot there by Grant, loose in front. Morgan tried to stuff that one home. He gets tripped up by the goalie, and that's going to be a penalty. His hand is up. It's touched. And it's going to be number 29 for RMU with a penalty.
Really? I would have thought it was on the goaltender for tripping. I'm not entirely sure what they called it. Did they say high sticking?
Maybe. I'm not sure, but Caleb Morgan is going to the box. So we have a chance to see RMU's penalty kill for the first time.
You know, I know we were just saying that we were kind of agreeing with what the ref had been doing so far, but it really looked like Morgan got tripped up by the goaltender, and then when he was looking for a call because of it.
And looks like Duquesne's going to send one in too, so the goalie did get a penalty for tripping, but it also seems Morgan is going to the box as well. So we're going to see 4-on-4 still, but with 2 guys in the box. It seems.
Yeah, you can't put the goalie in there, as fun as that would be. We have seen a goalie get ejected, though.
As per mentioned with our Mercy Haste Division 1 game from last time, we did see a goalie get thrown out. Anything can happen. Opportunity in front, and they score. Duquesne goes over the shoulder of the netminder, Fiola, and this one's all tied up at 3.
Yeah, and that'll probably close out the period as well. A real gut punch there for RMU, who had played a really sound second period, but just kind of letting ones slide on by right as the period expires. But it's going to be 3-3 after 2 periods of play. We still got ourselves a really tight game.
Yeah, apologies to any Duke fans. We do not have a jersey number for the person that just scored, but if you do know, please comment in the chat. We would like to give him the recognition for tying this one up.
Yeah, very light white jersey, black and blue pants. So if you got anything, let us know. But right now, 3-3 after 2 periods of play, and we are going to step aside and be back in a minute or two for the final period of this game.
Back for period number 3 perfectly as the puck drops. And here come the Colonials to get things going here. Opportunity shot through the middle. Sails just wide off the stick of Alex Savinsky. Savinsky down low. Now has to get back as Duke's coming the other way. That's Kelly. Kelly on his forehand. Makes a little toe drag move around Mullen. Onto his backhand now behind the net. Around he goes. Kelly has a guy open on his point, and that's where he's going to go. Mooney can't handle that one, has to retreat back to the middle of the rink to pick this one up. Mooney goes wide to Kelly. Kelly shovels in front in the skates there of Antle. Picked up now by Savinsky, who's going to take his own time in his defensive zone.
Really assessing the situation there, giving RMU some time to get set.
Savinsky off the boards, intercepted by Hurt. Hurt through the middle, goes around Mullen. Leaves it off for Kelly. As Savinsky gets tripped up in front of the net. Here come the Colonials the other way off the stick of Grant. Grant goes over to Mullen. Mullen shot, sails over the net. Grant on his backhand, has 2 guys on him, now 3. Goes back, hits the stick of Hayes, who's fresh off the bench. Michael Hayes. Through the middle, makes a man miss. Hayes loses it, but he's down to retreat his own rebound in front, and it goes in!
Phil Bescinski in front of the net puts it home.
Phil Bescinski breaking the deadlock here. 4-3 Colonials. What a goal that was.
If anyone put money tonight on Bescinski putting up a go-ahead goal in the 3rd period, y'all just won big. Just put himself right in front of the net, and Michael Hayes with a beautiful pass off the backhand to get it to him. Bescinski taps it home, and just like that, it is 4-3 Colonials.
The Colonials bench and players on the rink are absolutely loving this as Phil Bescinski puts that one in.
I do believe that is his first goal of the season.
Congrats to Phil, first goal of the season. Well deserved, my friend. As the Colonials try to expand on this 4-3 lead with that first line, LeCastro tries to go for Rutherford. Rutherford with a head of steam there. He's going to get that puck as he just sails a little bit too far there.
And that in itself is the big difference between ice and roller. It is much harder to stop at that speed in roller than it is on ice, especially when you're just trying to go back and forth north to south like that.
Rutherford through the middle. Great outlet pass. Rutherford looking for a screen. Goes to the right side. Loses that puck, but goes to get that rebound. Shovels it low. Down low is Hayes to try to get that puck. Hayes goes up for Yobi. Yobi to LeCastro. LeCastro along the right dot. Shovels it. Turnover on Radnovic for the Dukes. Now the other way comes number 12, number 12. Shot by Antle goes wide. Now picked up by Hayes. And the shrieking man's Rutherford. If he can get there, he's on a breakaway. Rutherford pulls up. Rutherford shot, sails over the net. Knocked down by Hayes. Goes low. Rutherford behind the net now. Goes in front. LaCastro sitting back, so that was picked off by the Dukes. Now the other way. Duquesne hurt. Goes low for Radnovic. Radnovic shovels it. What a play by Rutherford. If he can get there, he's on a breakaway. Parker Rutherford. Forehand. Shoots. He scores. Parker Rutherford celebrates that one. 5-3 Colonials.
You know, he had been taking enough shots tonight where he just had to figure one of them was going to go in. And he gets a beautiful chance on the breakaway after the turnover from Duquesne in the offensive zone. And he wasted no time. Didn't try making any moves. The moment he got into the range he wanted, he just rifled at 5-hole.
Second line's out here now after that Rutherford goal. 5-3 Colonials with under 11 to play in this third period. The Weekly Morgan line's out. Weekly's going to poke that one forward. Weekly tries to settle this one down. Makes a little move, and he loses that puck. Weekly's going to pick it up. Backhand shot saved by the goaltender, Rusnik. Now Radnovic the other way for the Dukes. Weekly comes back and plays that perfectly.
A really nice reach in from Weekly there. All stick and puck. Did not make any real contact with the skater, but removed them from the puck the best you can in roller hockey.
Bescinski to Weekly on the backhand. Weekly picks it up in front. Weekly's going to pick it up again. Tries to put it through his states there and couldn't handle it.
The defender there for Duquesne did a really nice job getting in the passing lane down on both knees and making sure that the play didn't happen.
Morgan takes a tumble there. No call from the referees. Now Radnovic. The other Radnovic, that is. Tries to go through Ethan Grant. Grant says otherwise and pecks that one away. As now a glove falls of Caleb Morgan, as I think he might take an exception to that one. The other Radnovic shot, great save off the pad of Fiola. Weekly down low, helping out his defense. Weekly through the middle now, gonna take his time. Over the right side boards, goes for trailing Savinsky. Savinsky behind his net, turns. Looking up the boards, he's going to go to the point man, Mullen. Mullen loses that one, picks it up and sails it along the right side boards behind the net for Tyler Weekly to pick it up. 9:23 to play in period 3. Weekly behind the net for Yobi. Yobi on his forehand. Shot for Savinsky. Goes wide, sails past the net there. Now picked up again from the Colonials. Savinsky goes over to Weekly. With time. Weekly drop pass to Yobi. Yobi through the middle. Throws it on net. Knocked away by Rusnik. Now the other way come the Dukes. Yobi right there pokes that one away as a Duke player had all day to skate open, and Yobi takes the stick away.
Yeah, nice play from Yobi to get back. He knew he pinched up a bit too far on the rush, but was able to get back and make the play defensively, so it didn't cost RMU at all.
Yobi walking through the middle. Great job there. Shot from Mullen. Had an open lane. Hits off the skate of the Dukes, and Mullen now has to get back. Shot saved beautifully there by Fiola off the shot of number 19.
And the nice, gentle baseball slide from Mullen into the net. He is safe at home. He did not get burned on that one-on-one, and it is still 5-3 RMU.
It could have gone the other way for a reverse Sports Center top 10 against Sean Mullen there from Mike Antle on that nice little chance he had. The legend number 21, Phil Bescinski, is back on the rink, folks, looking to get his second of the night here.
Well, yeah, we'll see if Bescinski can get another one here. But right now, RMU's going to have to get it out of their own zone, but it doesn't matter. Duquesne buries it on the wraparound. That's the captain, Smersky.
Yeah,
it's 5-4.
Captain number 94, Smersky, puts it home. 5-4 now. There is 2 Smerskys on the roster. Ben or Colin, I'm not sure which one that is, but one of those ones get credit for the goal there to make this 5-3. As the Parker Rutherford is going to be taking the draw. One there by Yobi. Goes back in the defensive zone. Behind the net. Goes over to Hayes. Hayes with pressure. Goes back to Yobi. Yobi up the boards for Rutherford. Rutherford's going to try to go through the middle here. Rutherford for a trailing Hayes. Can't hit him there. Rutherford shovels along the boards. Now Kelly behind the net for the Dukes picks it up. Looking for a lane. He's going to take it himself along the boards in front of us. Kelly. Through the middle. Shot sits off the stick of Yobi. Almost went out of play, but it didn't. Now Rutherford's going to take it himself through the middle. He has Bescinski with him. Rutherford, draw pass. Goes for Yobi, shot, he scores!
A nice shot there from Shane Yobi off the drop pass. The goaltender gave him a lot of real estate on that glove side, and Yobi was not afraid to take it. And just like that has reopened the multi-goal lead for the Colonials here past the midway point of the final period of play.
The defense was absolutely terrified of Philip Bescinski waiting right in front of the net, and Yobi said, I'll take advantage of that, and walks in and shoots that one in.
Yeah, the defense backed up quite a bit, and he used all that free real estate that was given to him.
Now 6-4 the score here as RMU's trying to keep this 2-goal lead. As the Colonials are going to walk it in. Picked up by Hayes. Hayes, shot, screened in front, almost took a bounce into the net there. As that first line's back on of Rutherford and LeCastro. LeCastro plays along the boards. As the puck now trails behind the net. Picked up by the Dukes. Hayes keeps that one in. Throws it towards the net, hits off a skate there. I believe number 55, Kelly. Now the other way come the Dukes. Trailing pass in front, goalie takes a tumble. What a play there by number 34, Savinski, to get that one away.
Yeah, really good job kicking it like the old soccer ball in rec league, and made sure that one got behind the net and away from any dangerous chance, as the goaltender for RMU was a bit down and out from the initial shot.
Hayes took a shot there, hit off a Duke defender, got a little shaken up. LeCastro, drop pass to Savinski. Goes for LeCastro in the slot, pokes it free. Can't get through Kelly, though. As Kelly's going to chip this one in. Savinski, good job bodying him away as Hayes can clear that puck out of trouble. Now Rutherford. Rutherford on a breakaway, sort of. Rutherford, inside move shot, sails wide. What a move, though, by Parker Rutherford.
Here comes LeCastro with it now.
LeCastro to Rutherford in front, almost put that one home. Now to the point. Picked up by Grant. Grant with time. Grant tried to get too fancy there. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Radnovic, but what a stick by Grant to knock that one away. Then Grant on the right line to the blue line. Shovels it across. Finds Savinski now. 4:30 to play. Savinski in front. Rutherford on the backhand. Knocked away by a Duke defender with a block shot. Savinski winds up, and that one's going to sail off a stick into the netting. 4:20 to play in period 3, 6-4 Colonials.
We'll see if they stop the clock here or not. I know Sean was saying before the game they might stop it if it's a 2-goal game with under 5 to play or not.
It seems as of right now it is not the case, as it now trails down to 4 minutes of play here. Second line's out there, Weekly with Morgan. Weekly's going to win that one forward to himself and try to go get it. As that one hits off the netting, and they're going to drop this one again.
And all that is doing is just burning more time off the clock for Duquesne to try and get back into this game here. Another 15 seconds gone from that.
Weekly wins it forward yet again. Now the Dukes behind their net try to get something going. But Weekly's causing problems and havoc like he usually does. Hits off the skate there. Now Weekly the other way has Morgan. 2-on-1. Weekly tries to take himself, but a good stick there by the Duke defender. Weekly, drop pass. Tries to go for Savinski. Couldn't hit his stick there. Now the Dukes try to make a move, but Weekly once again right there. Savinski through the middle. Goes for the stretch pass to Morgan. Bounce past his stick. Now picked up by Radnovic, number 72 for the Dukes. Shovel pass in front. Hits off a stick with sails wide. Savinski takes a tumble along the boards trying to play that puck. In front of the net. Takes a weird bounce but doesn't go in. Grant using his skate. Pinches it along the boards but picked up by Radnovic.
Things are starting to get a little chippy between Grant and Radnovic after that questionable defense of a couple minutes ago where it might have been a slash but that wasn't called. But now those two are really starting to get a little more physical with each other down near the RMU end.
Shot right there, knocked away by Fiola. Morgan has a chance if he can get through, but picked up by Radnovic again, but Grant was right there to meet him. Grant tries to play the stick. His stick goes loose there. Shot takes a weird bounce. Still Colonials trying to get this one out is Savinski now. Savinski up the boards. Morgan's going to try to go get it. He has Weekly with him. Morgan goes for Weekly. Weekly fans on that shot.
Nice pass from Morgan to set him up. Really just got it right on the stick. Weekly just couldn't get all of it for the shot.
Weekly to Yobi. Yobi tries to poke it forward, goes behind the net now. Yobi has Hayes up high. That's where he's going to go. Hayes in the middle of the ice. Takes a slap shot. Goes to Weekly as he takes a tumble down. Good chance there with the stick. Morgan
a nice
in front.
deflection there from Weekly to make something happen. Oh, and they're getting into it in front of the net.
Is it Morgan took a tumble there, and now there's some chaos in front of the net. As I'm not sure if Morgan was down on his own there or not, but Duquesne thinks otherwise.
I don't know, but what I do know is that they have stopped the clock at 1:37 here. So we will pause here and let the clock catch up when they restart it.
As we'll see if they're going to call anyone here to the box. Looks like they're not, as that line's going to stay out here. Morgan and Weekly with Yobi and Hayes on the point. Lost draw. This is Morgan. Tries to poke that one away from Radnovic. Up the boards it goes. Hayes meets him right there to keep it in. Hayes to Weekly. Weekly with time. Weekly shot hits off there. Morgan with the rebound. He scores! Morgan scores as the goalie's now trying to go after Morgan, it seems.
Caleb Morgan kind of had to do a bit of a swim move past the goalie to not really hit him, and I think the goalie took exception that there was just contact made at all. I think Morgan's pleading his case right now with the referee. We'll see what they want to do about this, as the goalie is hot down there on the Duquesne end from it.
It is a goal as it's showing on the scoreboard, as now we're under a minute to play. The Morgan goal will count as the goalie now retreats to his crease here, under a minute now.
It looks like they are sending Morgan to the box for it.
Yes, they are.
I don't really know what they would have wanted, because he just kind of had to do that to get out of the way of the goaltender and not hit him. But, you know, I mean, it was, I guess after the tussle that happened about a minute ago, the refs are kind of making sure that they don't lose control of this game in the final minute or two.
Goal's going to count, but 30 seconds now to play. 7-4 the score, as Morgan's got tossed.
Oh, did he really? Oh, yeah. Look at that.
As now 20 seconds to go. Kelly in front. Goes over now. It's almost a takeaway there by Mullen. 7 seconds to go. Mooney sends it in. Behind the net. Picked up by Hayes. 2 seconds and 1. And the Robert Morris University Colonials have won this one 7-4.
It was a really fun game, I got to tell you. Definitely a pretty close match for the first, I'd even say 2.5 periods before RMU kind of pulled away in the back end of the third here. Kind of similar to the D1 club game we saw last weekend, where it had a similar score and a pretty similar plot line of pretty well contested till the final couple minutes of the game.
As the players show love to the netminder Fiola, 10 players on this roster for the Colonials. 7 different players with a goal.
Yeah, I mean, that's as well-balanced as you're going to get, and you're probably not going to get a goalie goal in this league. So of 9 possible skaters, 7 out of the 9's pretty impressive.
Yeah, just going down the score sheet, Parker Rutherford, Tyler Weekly, Shane Yobi, Philip Bescinski, Caleb Morgan, Sean Mullen, and Ethan Grant, all with goals. Alex Savinsky, Michael Hayes, and Ross LaCastro, all with assists. So everybody on the score sheet here for the Colonials. As vice versa on the Duquesne side, Mike Radnovic, Mike Antol, and Colin Smirsky or Ben Smirsky, one of those two, along with the unknown player with the goals for the Dukes.
Absolutely, and it was honestly a really fun game. The call here, real back and forth for the majority of the game. But now it looks like the players will be leaving the ice as the next game coming up in this league. The other 2 teams, I believe it's Penn State and Carnegie Mellon, will be taking the ice. We will not be broadcasting that one because, you know, not quite an RMU team in that fight. But we will be back in action Saturday morning, 10 a.m., men's club volleyball versus Slippery Rock and Kent State. And then Saturday night, 8:30, the RMU D1 club hockey senior night versus Duquesne.
Yeah, that should be a really exciting one. RMU D1 team looking for any points possible here as the playoff push is now coming into tuition here. Duquesne, one of their heated rivals, as we can kind of see from just this inline game alone. As we're going to recognize the seniors, guys like Kevin Mackey, Christian Pellegrino, all the fan favorites you know and love will be there. Make sure you tune in for that, and also make sure you tune in for volleyball. Show some love to the volleyball boys.
Absolutely. They'll be their first time on an RMU production stream. We're looking forward to hosting them. It'll be actually the first volleyball game that we've done. So we're going to give it our best shot, and we hope you tune in for that Saturday morning. Around 11 a.m. will be the start time for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you all enjoyed this Tier 2 action between the Duquesne Dukes and the Robert Morris University Colonials. Caden McCrory alongside Alex Gagnon. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Make sure to be there Saturday morning for volleyball. We'll see you guys then.